Now, a tragic story we first brought to you last month, a fatal domestic violence shooting in Onslow County. Authorities say Sadie Floyd will not be charged in the shooting of her ex-boyfriend, 28-year-old Colton Bush. According to investigators, evidence shows Bush broke into Floyd's home after contacting her about 30 times. This all occurred while Bush was on house arrest for a previous conviction and under an active domestic violence protective order. Our Maya Cruz asked local officials if this incident could have been prevented.
Officials say that Sadie Floyd had every right to defend herself and therefore will not be charged. But according to the press release, this issue began long before that tragic night. October 7th, local deputies responded to this home on Bear Creek Road in Hubert. Deputies found 28-year-old Colton Bush shot 5 times by homeowner and ex-girlfriend Sadie Floyd. Authorities say Bush broke into the home while under an active domestic violence protective order and also wearing an ankle monitor.
I mean, this whole thing's a tragedy. It's a tragedy for her family. It's a tragedy for his family.
Records show Bush had contacted Floyd nearly 30 times that night. According to Sheriff Chris Thomas, Bush was a repeat offender, yet he was still allowed on bail with an ankle monitor prior to the shooting.
Well, when you have the DVPO and then they violate it, those decisions are up to the courts. We present our evidence on the violation, and they make a determination, and we try to work with that.
According to officials, over the last few years, both individuals have had a history in the court system, with Bush appearing in court twice this year for violating protection orders.
Now knowing what he was going to do, it would have been good for him to remain in custody. But of course, at the time, though, when the judge is looking at this, they've got to look at the facts before them at this time. And on this, he will be allowed some type of bond.
WCTI reached out to District Attorney Ernie Lee, who says witnesses are vital in domestic abuse cases, and ultimately the decision is up to the judge. But in this case, only one party can take full responsibility.
It's not on the court. This is on the decedent.
Do you think this could have been prevented?
Well, I don't know. You know, it's hard to say because Colton Bush had violated it so many times. I kind of doubt it.
It's hard to predict. I don't know that it could have been prevented or not.
Sheriff Thomas says what he does know is that if the victim was using their electronic monitoring program specifically for domestic violence, local authorities would have been notified before the defendant could reach the home. To learn more about this program, be sure to visit our website at WCTI12.com. In Onslow County, I'm Maya Cruz, News 12.